Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We're continuing our Ikkuro playthrough here with 81 colonies. Looks like we are number 2. We just squeaked past the Boscarans. So far we've been very friendly with everyone, but that is about to change. Even though it goes against our species, I don't know, personality. I did go ahead and design a couple. These ships are all garbage. I designed a couple fleets. The micro attack fleets have the lower end ships, the destroyers, escorts, frigates, and a couple cruisers, which are a little bit higher end. And their primary purpose is just to protect different areas around my systems, not really go out far and try to engage with anything significant. The attack fleets, defense fleets, are the larger ones that have, destroyers still for now, and then cruisers, battleships, and carriers, which are the bigger types of ships. And then we have our primary invasion fleet, which is mostly just the bigger ships with some troop transports, and everything has fuel tankers because that just makes sense in general. I went ahead and I issued a command to build one invasion fleet, one attack fleet, and then I made an invasion fleet and a micro attack fleet from the whole of the fleet that we disbanded. So we took our existing fleets, we just disbanded both of them, which did not get rid of the ships, but disbanded the fleet. And then I just created a new fleet with some of the bits and pieces from the existing one. Gravelex Super Swarm released. Interesting. Runes provide a massive bonus. I mean, that's fine. Is this spaceport strong enough to take these guys out? It looks like it is. So hopefully these don't do anything, because our interceptors and bombers will destroy it. I did not retrofit our spaceports, by the way, which I'm kind of thinking I should have. But I will, maybe have to go back and do that at another time. Well, relatively soon, I would think. All right, we're still working on holographic reality, and then we can work on some of the other tech that we are trying to stay ahead of. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. It would probably be a good idea for us to get some of this genetic tech done. So let's add that to the queue. We're out of cash, so we really can't add anything else right now. Take a quick gander while this is all building at our private economy. It is up to 600,000 cash flow, and it's still spent every drop that it has available. So that tells me it is still diligently working on constructing all sorts of stuff, as well as, I imagine, building more ships. Yes, we see the more large freighters, more medium freighters, a couple small freighters, but mostly a lot of more medium freighters. We're seeing mining ships and all that fun stuff there. Looks like we're still gathering these guys. But like I said, these are older ships, so they're really not worth much of anything to me at this point. Colony development is incredible here because of this facility here. So hopefully we keep this safe. Plus 27% scenery is significant. All right, military strength wise, we've jumped up quite a bit. 227,000. We were at 66 before, so that's pretty massive. Looks like we got omnidirectional thrust completed. Probably finish this as well. Or that's coordinated maneuvering. All right, we still have these ships not in a fleet. I am going to keep retiring these guys because I still don't think we've tapped out on on all the potential tech we have there. So let's come on over here and just have these guys keep... Oh, we are still rebuilding these guys. Okay. Yeah, Terminator autocannon batteries, we don't have these yet, so I think we're still discovering bits of that. But and the Hive missile battery, I don't think we have that either. But we're still gaining something from that. New troop transports are good because now we can scoop up even more troops. Our total attack strength for our entire empire is pretty low, but I got to imagine that's going to get better at some point. Hopefully we scale up as we start building more and more of these ships. All right, let's look at our fleet strength. Looks like almost 300,000 now. We're still retrofitting a bunch of ships. And we haven't finished building everything yet. Looks like we got some retrofitting going on here. We could finally retrofit some of these older ships into our standard. And it looks like it actually added a bunch of ships automatically to kind of top up our fleet. So that's good. Advanced logistics will have some additional troop maintenance savings, which will help our cash flow. I do want to build more fleets. All right, looks like we got a decent amount of cash built back up. Still not great. What are you escaping from? All right, non-aggression treaty. I will take that because that doesn't cost me anything. And it gives me a little boost. Looks like we are still stealing stuff once in a while. What are you doing back up here? Should be over here. Alright, we're still 113k in the positive, even after building those fleets. So that tells me we got a little bit of financial wiggle room to go a little deeper. We're definitely going to have to do that pretty soon here. Sadly, this still isn't enough money to build an entire fleet. I think it's 1.1 mil. Get the fleet up and running. Battlefield medicine is done. Now we start on the planetary techs, which should help us continue to expand, which is really the #1 thing. I mean, that's going to help us push even further towards victory. Although, it's all the low-hanging fruit is gone. Like, this tech will maybe net me a planet or two. Nothing too crazy. Really, this is the fleet. I want this fleet, you know, maybe positioned here. That way I can quickly get to this system, because this is my next war. Let's top up this fleet, just so we get all the different types of ships we need here over here. And we can make the home planet for this, our planet over here. That way it's ready to pivot and invade this planet pretty much immediately. Right, we're going to retrofit this micro attack fleet, which we will also position over here, just because it'll help us in the long run. we're going to need its assistance attacking the planets here once we start invading. I mean, 300 is pretty significant radius, so I mean, we'll attack anything in this general area. But if I move it down here, I think it'll get it close enough to where it'll attack these planets as well. Really, I just need to make sure I take this out. Preferably before it lands on, or comes into contact with one of our planets. Right, completed but exposed, I'm fine with that. Especially because it's a pirate. It does lower my reputation, just because of us getting caught, but actually I don't know if it lowered it for a pirate. I know it lowers it normal, like if you normally attack somebody, but, or I'm sorry, if you, one of these actual empires, if you get caught stealing tech from them, it will give you a negative reputation, but I do not see that here. All right, another research breakthrough. Ion projection, not that big of a deal, but certainly not bad. Somehow I'm still building 32 ships. So let's look at what exactly we're building. Go to wait time and just see what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like we're mostly retrofitting. Non-aggression treaty, I will take that. Alright, does not look like we're earmarking any cash for anything. I don't know how I feel about that. So these don't stack, it doesn't look like. But accepting those back to back to back really isn't very useful. I should probably space those out. Alright, I'm not going to accept that right now. Our economy cash flow is getting a little bit weaker. Not exactly sure why. It should be pretty solid. Alright, let's retrofit these colony ships, just because why wouldn't we? Get them ready for Sandy Desert. I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at state bases and retrofit them. Do we have a better medium spaceport yet? We do not. Version 2. Alright, so this is where we have to do a little bit of manual massaging of things. We know Guardian defense grids are just better than that stuff. Fusion beams, probably want to replace those with something better. Impact assault blasters, probably better. And takes up less space. Alright, let's focus on the shields now. I got a little extra space, but I feel like I want to use that on defenses. Put down some reactive armor. Maybe an extra shield. Max that out. Don't have enough room for another fighter bay, but we can get one of those later on. Heavy railgun we could definitely replace with... Well, I say definitely, but we might be out of space. See what this looks like once I swap all the other parts. Alright, still a little shy. There we go. That got it down. I do want to get some of this PD. We'll take one of these Lance missiles off and just have 3 Guardian defense grids. I think that could be pretty useful overall. fires fast, and if there's a lot of ships coming at us, especially little tiny ships, that's gonna come in handy. All right, those should start auto upgrading, and that'll chew into my money for a little bit. But that is okay. This should be much more powerful once it finishes building. Okay, it is done being built. Strength's 14,000. That's much better. This isn't done yet. Almost done. All right, enhanced bombardment. Almost done with Sandy Desert. Should get us another tech. Or another planet or two. Looks like we are almost done retrofitting these as well. We are done retrofitting those. All right, let's take a look at... Oh! Stabilizing rifts. Here it comes. Psychic energy detection. And of course, it's in my territory. Joy of joys. So somehow the colony success chance has gone down here. But hopefully it'll still be okay. I thought there were 2 desert planets, but apparently there's only 1. Can somebody come over here? Is there anybody close by? You're close by. Oh, you're already going there. Alright. Dope it out. I don't know how this thing hasn't retrofit yet. This is a relic from the early game. Here, let's just gift you this garbage ship. Yes, there you go. Now you're not taking up resources from me. You are also garbage. Alright, I don't know what exactly you're doing over here, but I guess you're keeping an eye on the rift. Let's accept this other non-aggression treaty just because our buff had worn off. That'll refresh it and give us another year. What is going on here? Oh, they're attacking enemy trade ships. I see. The Skarns are getting more and more hostile with us as time goes on. They are... I don't know how strong they are, but their military doesn't... At least we can't see any of their military. Alright, you're refueling, but I think you're ultimately going to be... Oh, you're on the other side of the map. Well, hopefully you work your way over here. Because I need you to invade. Alright, we got a new colony here. We're still growing. It's not like we're not growing. I'm guessing more of our colonies are now maxed out, but still not all of them. Alright, so we just need to... If we ever get down to the point where we're colonizing them, we'll just need to bribe them before we send a colony ship over there. Yeah, how we haven't gotten these yet is beyond me. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done messing around with this stuff. We got light carriers. This is a full carrier. 3 years away. Find stuff that's a little bit cheaper. This would add to the mining rate, which would increase our resources, which I think would just help our economy overall. These are cheap. 100 some odd days. I never use stealth. I don't really know why, but it's just never been appealing to me. Would this improve anything? I don't know. Do high volume cargo transfer just so that things can increase throughput and get undocked quicker. These are both very cheap. Okay, we got stuff queued up now. think I'm pretty much done breaking these things down. This guy kind of sucks. We just dismiss him? I'm a little nervous about doing that. I don't know if it'll like start a rebellion or anything. He was actually harming our research output because he was a Luddite. New leader. Existing ambassador. Okay, so we got some extra happiness for a couple months. Well, so far he seems fairly awful. Industrialist isn't bad. Gaining XP really quick. That helped our cash flow a lot, actually, having this leader change. Organized. Corruption reduction is going to help. Actually, is that going to help the private economy as well? No, it actually looks like it harmed it. Interesting. Alright, let's see what ice did for us, if anything. Nothing. Because this was all ice tundra. Alright, well that's a shame. Maybe this will help more. In the meantime, try and get more military ships up and running. I don't know why we can't top you off. You don't have the correct amount of ships for an invasion fleet. Alright, well that just chewed through most of our money. Alright, so good reputation is part of what's making people happier. Well, I will ruin that for us when I go to war. Right, private economy is rebounding. It looks like it's actually doing quite well now. I do not like that this guy's hampering my population growth. But the mining rate's really good. Colony corruption reduction's good. Sometimes you just gotta take what you can get, I guess. What's going on over here? Like, why are you... Alright, looks like we gotta wait a little bit until we can do something here. Too soon after our last change. So let's wait a little while. This is ticking up anyway. So these guys must just be breaking down. Having rebellions and such. If I can get that planet, that would actually be great. Because that gets me, I think, close enough to get this planet then. But there's an invasion. That's not good. Alright, this is starting to drop now. We're concerned about your friendship with our enemies. So, alright, you're just... Because you're enemies with the purple guy, or I'm friends with the purple guys, and you rebelled from them. That is what your beef is with. Too bad it doesn't tell you when your time is up, and you can start trading with them. It says too recent. So just gotta wait. Very impatient. I don't like waiting. All research and ancient knowledge. It looks like there is some more research tech here. It's all hyperdrive too. Medium hive fighters, something I can't research on my own, so it's good that we can deal it, I guess. I'm surprised our fuel ships. Do we not have fuel ships? Maybe not. Well, let's top up and maybe we'll add some. Well, you respect my good reputation, but not for very long. I'm gonna have a bad reputation pretty soon. Okay, let's send you a gift. Offer limited trade agreement. Not quite happy with us, but moves the needle in the right direction. Can't quite get to free trade, but that's gonna eventually tick in some direction or another. Alright, did that marshy swamp get me anything? Fortunately not. It's nothing I can see here. The list seems to be sorted correctly. Really like to get this if I can. I'm gonna go to war with these guys really soon. Want a little more tech to get knocked out. I suppose it really doesn't matter. At this point, I guess I just need my ships to be positioned and ready for an invasion. Some diplomatic consequences there. Dang. Alright, so this planet got taken over by the purple guys, it looks like. Where are these guys at? So another rebellion. That's way too deep in their territory, though. So these guys I actually have a chance of. Alright, all this stuff is still ticking down. See, now it says too long since last negotiations. Or too soon since last negotiation. I'm guessing these guys are going to get invaded before I can do anything, but we're going to try. It looks like these guys are finally working their way over here. Another new scientist has joined us. That's good. What's going on over here? A bunch of Vorticar. I think I'm pretty much ready to go to war once these guys land and refuel. Intertribal reduced empire-wide happiness. Well, that's not good. 1 to 3 years. Need to save up some of this cash because I'm definitely going to go in the negative when I go to war here. Alright, these guys are still here. The other guys got eaten. There's no chance that I do this. So we need to wait for this to tick to a decent place, which might not happen before they get taken over. So let's slow it down a little bit. You guys are all mostly refueled, or my fuel ships are actively refueling them, so they'll be fine. Alright, let's go to war with these guys. Pause just for a quick second here. I mean, population growth is nice. Let's actually get our attack fleets over there. And then we'll get the invasion fleets over there. Why add the extra time? Just get the fleets there to begin with. Alright, we should easily overpower them. They don't have virtually any defense over here. Alright, we'll say to invade. I think we declare war. I don't really care that they go to war with me. Empire happiness goes down, but that is okay. I can live with that. Alright, these guys are getting annihilated. is what I like to see. Alright, these tactics, we want fleet tactics. And we want to invade immediately. Want to do the same thing here. No waiting. Though I may regret that at some point. Alright, we're good there. Invasion fleet will come in and clean that up. Let's head over here and knock out the defenses on this planet. And then we can come down here as well and knock this out. We'll go to peace as soon as possible with these other guys, just because we're not actively trying to engage with them. They don't want peace yet. But they'll get there. What is going on here? Did we just... Okay, so we have some ion damage for... That's why it was offline? Interesting. Be fine now. Load those troops right up and move on to the next planet. Alright, we'll come down here, take this. It looks like the ion damage did some disabling of systems. Alright, I don't know where they're going. Oh, they're coming down here. Well, let's just move ourselves down over here. Maybe we can get ahead of them. This is going to get in the way, but I think we have faster ships in general, so hopefully we'll get a little lucky here. Alright, looks like we're heading in for the invasion here. We've already wiped out all the defenses over here, so we should be able to swoop it and take that whenever we're done with this one. Oh, these guys got garbage. Everything. New scientist appears. I'll take that any day. Right, that's enough. We got plenty of troops on the planet. Alright, load back up what we can. They're pretty unhappy, but they should become pretty happy pretty quick. But to keep a fair amount of these guys parked here. Alright, we making our way over here. Looks like we might just sneak in here before they do. Alright, with any luck we'll destroy a bunch of their troop ships. Love to see it. Alright, let's move on to the next planet. We're just gonna do a bunch of quick hits here if we can. Hey, Keynes 2 is happy. That's good. Are you guys ready to go to peace yet? No. Alright, they are jumping away. Well, not the ones we utterly annihilate, but the rest of them are. Alright, we took out a bunch of troops. That's awesome. Looks like they're trying to reposition over here. Let's try to not let them. where are they going? Alright, looks like we might be able to sneak a couple of them. Getting some decent hits on them with the area of effect weapons. Alright, well, we took at least one of them out there. Looks like they're actually jumping out of the system now. Did they actually lose some troops there, or some ships there? I'm surprised to see that. Alright, we're getting close to invading this planet. I imagine this other planet is happier with us at this point. They are. They're still not happy, but they're happier. Alright, 6,000. I don't think there's anything I need to worry about when my fleet's 60,000. Gonna do the same thing here, just reload the troops. We'll send them off to the next planet in line. War Awareness is building. They still do not want peace yet over here. Alright, we're fully loaded here. I think we defeated enough of their... Oh, they still got 1,300 invasion strength, which actually we'd probably be fine. Yeah, they can't invade us at this point. So let's come over here and clear this out. Try and take their capital. Shouldn't be too brutal, I don't think. I wonder if we could just swing in here and take this. I'm gonna try just sending this invasion fleet over there. Medium high fighters. Would be good. So the question is that the last 2 planet systems they have? It says they have 6 colonies. How many colonies do they have here? Just 1? So maybe after we take this, we go to peace. They will go to peace with us now, so let's do that. That way we're just fighting these guys. Alright. We are getting attacked here. Looks like we're winning mostly. Yeah, we're taking out all these orbital batteries with little problem. I can't bombard the planet just because we know that has a super negative effect on us. Don't want to do that. Be able to take this guy out. Yeah, look at this guy's stuff. It's just garbage. They have the autocannon batteries though. Alright, how close are we to getting here? Because this is... We're pretty close. Alright, looks like these guys are positioning over here. Let's go try to attack this invasion. Oh, these guys are running out of fuel like crazy. That's not good. Well, maybe we'll get to peace quick enough. Let's see what happens here. You're getting pretty close to hopping into there. You guys will be here like any second. All right, we're turning positive cash flow wise. This is the planet I want more than anything. So if we, I don't want to lose planets to them. That would be problematic. I feel like these guys are good enough. Let's head up here. Maybe we move our attack fleets up in that direction. Like now that our invasion fleets are here, we should be okay to move closer. All right, we're trying to land on the planet. Looks like we couldn't quite get a foothold. This is probably going to take all of our troops. There we go. Now it's pressing in the right direction. All right, I can't imagine not winning at this point. Do we have to destroy everything first? Like, why is that happening? All right, well, I mean, it seems they needed that to happen. We are strangely happy on this planet for having just taken it over. Maybe because it's more Talon. Was this our planet at one point in time, maybe? Maybe. All right, looks like we're moving over in this direction. Major breakthrough, paranormal studies. Okay. All right, we're getting close to the real weapons now. Not quite there yet, but we're getting close. All right, I feel like this hyper-predictive guidance would be good, because that goes towards dimensional plasma physics. All right, I think at this point I need to commit to... militarily, I think we're okay. I don't want to spend 3-4 years on some of this stuff. So I think I need to, at this point, just commit to the colonization tech. Maybe we'll do a little bit on the troop transport side, cargo storage, just bump all this stuff up. It's all in-place upgrades, version 2s. So we'll let that do its thing, but then let's get enhanced colonization to get better that tech. And then we're just gonna go down the list here. Just whatever tech we can. It's gonna take 1.2 years per, but that's fine. As soon as I take this planet, hopefully it happens before they take any of my planets. I don't know where these guys are going yet. Zoklay 2. Was that this planet? Yeah, it is. Let's refuel over there if we can. That'll buy me some time anyway. At least enough time to invade this, I hope. Yeah, this should be a pretty straightforward invasion. And then this defensive base will become ours. Okay, we took that over. Pretty happy with us overall. Load those troops back up. All right, let's have that conversation now that we have done this. Negotiate the deal. We want... Oh, we can make them end a war. That is super expensive, so no. We want all of their mining stations and lodges and lounges and all that good stuff. We want peace. I'm not giving you back any of your spies, but I'll give you back an admiral and a general because that'll save me some money. How much is this peace deal going to cost? Not too much. 750. 743. Okay, so I get my 2 spies back. I get all of their mining stations that are now in my territory. These independent colonies still exist. I'm surprised to see that. These guys are nowhere near liking me. But that makes sense because I did some bad things. Alright, we're going to switch these guys back to invasion fleets. And switch these guys back to attack fleets. And let them do what they need to do. We'll top up the ships. Make sure everybody is good to go. And you can stop and go back to doing whatever you were doing. Alright, so everybody should become happy again. War weariness will tick down slowly over time. And then now we have consolidated all of our territory and gotten them out of there. They're not part of our problem anymore. So it looks like they have a outpost over here, which is just costing them money. Same with this here. Outside of that, I don't see where they even exist anymore. So I gotta imagine. Let's look. It says they have 4 colonies. I don't think any of them are over here. So one of them's right here. This is their new capital. So they gotta have like one more floating around here somewhere. And then the other 2 are outposts, which are costing them money. So these guys are pretty much toast. They're gonna get annihilated. So let's take a look at our victory condition. Looks like the Enochs are pushing ahead. We've further secured our place as number 2. The Scarans would be a good target to take out and kind of leapfrog ahead. But I do think these guys are probably next on my hit list. The weaker purple guys. These guys. And they're right up on my empire as well, so it'd be good to get over there and start planning for taking them over. They are more powerful, so I am gonna have to like plan for that. Nah, I guess maybe not that much more powerful. They're half my size. Their economy seems to be better than mine. Take a quick gander, speaking of economy. So private cash flow is getting real good. It's almost a mil. Looks like we are finding more spots to build all this stuff. Mining station wise, I think we're in a pretty good place, but let's just take a look here. Like there's still some opportunities, but we're capturing a lot of it. All right, that's pretty good overall. All right, I think I'm gonna call it an episode there. We've made some pretty good progress overall. Our cash flow is back to being positive, and we have a decent amount of money in the bank. We can definitely afford to expand our military a little bit more. We have some invasion fleets continuing to load troops and, you know, get prepared and ready. These guys are refueling and getting all set to work their way back over to their home, which I actually have set, I think, pretty conveniently close to our next invasion targets, so that should work out pretty well once they get back over there. Flux hardened armor. Let me look at that back real quick while I'm recapping here. It wasn't what I thought. That's indestructible compound, so that's this guy. Okay, so as far as next steps go, it looks like we have 88 colonies, and that continues to grow. I can actually colonize one more planet now that I've taken over some more territory over here. I am gonna attempt to work towards making these guys happy with us, but I'm not sure how well that will or won't go. Certainly nowhere near free trade agreement territory. Colonization is not on the table. So I don't know if I see a way for us to do this, but well, I know how. We gotta bump our reputation up. So we'll have to let that do its thing. And then we're just gonna focus on researching a bunch of our racial specific colony techs and try to grow as much as we can. And we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.